And just like that, Johannesburg has a new mayor. Dada Morero has been elected unopposed and he was the only candidate nominated. Dr. Mpho Phalatse was removed from the post after 139 councillors voted for her removal this morning during a special council sitting. Meanwhile, Phalatse's application to stop the motion of no confidence was struck off the roll with cost in court. Now, to give us more details, I'm joined by our reporter, Pule Letshwiti-Jones. He's been following the developments inside the council chamber this afternoon there in Bramies in Johannesburg. Pule, good afternoon to you. The new Joburg mayor seems to want to hit the ground running and addressing load shedding during his very first speech.
Yeah, definitely. The newly elected mayor, of course, coming from the ANC, who is the regional chairperson, Dada Morero, saying that those are some of the things that he will be implementing when coming into power. Of course, addressing the issues of energy availability and ensuring that the energy storage systems are looked into in an attempt to reduce load shedding in the city. We do know that the city has been facing numerous challenges, with city power also challenged by those issues of cable theft, amongst others. You'd remember there was also a march by Soweto residents to the former mayor of Johannesburg, Mpho Phalatse's offices, in which they wanted an end to the continuous blackouts in their community. But of course, he is coming into a city where a lot of work is needed. He's also said that he needs to now look into the city's finances, of course, alluding and claiming that the city is not in a quite good financial status. So those are some of the things that Dada Morero says will be top priority when coming into office. He slammed the Democratic Alliance and, of course, the multi-party coalition for not looking into issues affecting most areas. But, of course, you remember in the morning we saw a post by the DA on social media in which they were saying that they've done a lot. They've looked into potholes in the city. They've cleaned the inner city of Johannesburg. And they've also tried to address the issues of water pipe bursts, amongst others. But let's just take a listen to what Mr. Morero had to say when accepting his speech and addressing council earlier today.
Joburg cannot continue to function in darkness when we have the experience of resolving this problem. We have done it before, and we can do it again. We have an energy sustainability strategy that will ensure the delivery of conventional power and integrate new distributed energy generation and energy storage facilities into the energy mix. This is, of course, positive news for the city of Johannesburg. With this innovative approach, the city must utilize new alternate energy sources together with the energy storage systems to reduce load shedding throughout the city of Johannesburg. This should be good news for the businesses and residents of Johannesburg. Also, by introducing this plan, we will impact on load shedding aggressively. The new energy mix is designed to relieve the pressure on Eskom and not make the situations worse.
That's new mayor of Johannesburg, but the ousted one, Dr. Mpho Phalatse, says the fight is not over. What can we expect from her?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we witnessed a very funny, interesting development when we actually came back to council. We saw that the members of the Democratic Alliance were not present in council. We also saw that members of Action SA were not present. The IFP did not participate in the motion. So what we also gathered is that while the whole election and nomination process that was being overseen by the IEC was taking place, members of the DA were in a caucus meeting. So we can try and establish and get some word that this means they may be trying to go back to the drawing board and find ways as to how they can challenge whatever that happened today in council, where Dada Morero was elected as the new Johannesburg mayor. Remember, just in the morning, they tried to go to court to challenge, the legality of what happened previously during a council, and of course to challenge the whole motion that was tabled against Mayor Mpho Phalatse. So we could just be seeing an appeal coming from the party in terms of what happened, the decision that was handed over today by the Johannesburg High Court, appealing that to see if they can get another chance and see if they can finally come to council and reverse whatever decision that was made before. But one must also note that, Pradhan, that the numbers are against the multi-party coalition governments, that right now the Patriotic Alliance supporting the ANC, COPE, Al-Jama'ah and other parties puts them at a very strong position. And therefore, even if the decision were to be reversed and Dada Morero's move to be mayor were to be reversed, we're getting a word from opposition parties that they would file a new motion and therefore they will again vote against the multi-party coalition government. So, quite a lot that's happening at the city of Johannesburg, but hopefully this time around residents can see that service delivery coming their way.
I know it's a very confusing time. I know it's a very sad time. But I want to say thank you for all the, again, prayers, the support. I got these beautiful flowers from Pastor Andre of Rivers Church. Pastor Andre, thank you so much. I know you're praying. I know so many people are praying for our city. I just want to appreciate you for doing that. What happened today was an injustice. It was unlawful. We're just waiting for the courts to redeem the residents of Johannesburg from what has happened here today. We believe in our judicial system and we believe that justice will be served for our 6 million residents. So please hang in there. Please don't stop praying. We are fine. We will fight. We will fight for you. We'll fight to see our city rebuilt again, and we will not leave it in the hands of this corrupt cabal. So hang in there. Keep praying. See you soon.
The former mayor of Johannesburg, Mpho Phalatse, saying not giving up the fight.